Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, and welcome, welcome to another rendition of Marissa's Nubian romance novels. So tonight, what we are going to do is begin reading Them's Eve's Daughters. And so Them's Daughters is about when Eve and Don Paul sharing a forbidden love way back in the day in Mississippi during segregation. And all the years go by. Their children wind up meeting Samantha and Blaine. And that brings Eve and Don Paul up in here, back together again. This is the Reverend Marcus Cook. And so who is Eve going to choose? She's with Marcus, laying her head on his shoulder. But look who she's thinking about, Don Paul. So tonight we are going to begin reading chapters 1 and chapter 2. And in the beginning of each of my books, I believe I shared with you all in Angel File that my sister writes the poetry for my books. Well, actually, she has a book of poems, and I just go look in her book and select a poem that fits with whatever I have written about. And so this poem that Bartola Dick Lisbon penned is called Spiritual Lover, and it reads, "Greet me with wisdom, and I will swallow my pride. Calm my mind as you tell me stories of love. Comfort my heart with kisses of hope as you cradle my head in your lap. Hold me as I cry. It wasn't supposed to be her you were loving. It was supposed to be me. Greet me with love, and I will show you my heart. Grant me sweet blessings, and I will end them with amen." Chapter 1 of Them's Daughters. Samantha. "Yes, ma'am." "Where are your sisters at?" "I don't know, Mama. Outside, I think." "You think? You're the oldest. You should always know where your sisters are. Go find them. I ain't got all day to be waiting on them. Go find them and tell them I said if they ain't in this house in 5 minutes, I'm going to come up there and whoop they behinds. I done told them girls 1,000 times I want to get to church early today. And check their shoes too, Samantha. They shoes and socks. I don't want them walking in the church with mud anywhere. Samantha. Girl, you hear me talking to you?" Eve called to her daughter as she sat in front of her vanity. "Yes, ma'am," Samantha said, leaning against the door frame, watching her mother prepare for church. "Huh. Who's preaching today, Mama?" Eve cut her eye at her eldest daughter in the mirror. "Reverend Cook. Why?" "Oh, no reason. No reason at all." "Mm-hmm. Well, while you contemplating, come help me take my hair out." "Don't just stand there, girl. Get them hands to moving." "You like the good Reverend, don't you, Mama?" "Samantha, Why do you always ask so many questions, huh? Eve asked as though the thought exhausted her. I don't know, Samantha said, hunching her shoulders as she took the rollers out of her mother's hair. Oh, child, that feels so good, Eve said, as she closed her eyes and enjoyed the feeling of Samantha combing her hair. Girl, I promise you, Sam, I'm gonna make sure you become a hairdresser and you gonna have your own shop too. One touch of your hands, girl, takes all of my blues away. There you go, Mama. I'm finished. Eve opened her eyes. Oh, Samantha, Eve said as she admired her hairdo. Now, Mama, don't go throwing your head all over the place, 'cause you ain't got enough bobby pins to keep that style in place. Girl, that's like telling the Holy Ghost not to come to church. Eve and Samantha laughed. Ah, Samantha, look at you. Look at how beautiful you are. Samantha looked at their reflections in the mirror and smiled. You know, Mama, you look more like my sister than my mother. Eve's antenna raised, and she carefully scanned her daughter's reflection in the mirror for signs of pregnancy. You trying to tell me something? No, ma'am. I just said you look like my sister. Mama, you ain't but 14 years older than me. Girl, you better not be bringing no babies up in here. I got big plans for you, Samantha. Just because I had you at 14 don't mean it's all right for you. Times were different then. You gonna go to school and do something with your life. Do you hear me? I don't want you sitting around this dry old town getting old before your time having a bunch of babies. And I don't want you to have to marry some old man just so you can have something decent either. Don't make my mistake, Samantha, please. Please. I've been married 5 times, baby. 5. And I ain't but 28 years old, and I got 5 daughters, Eve said, holding up her fingers. I want you to marry for the right reasons. I want you to give your body time to grow inside, Samantha. I want you to understand how important that is, Eve said, softening her tone as she took her daughter's hand. When the time is right, it'll happen, believe me. Now, go find your sisters while I finish getting dressed, please. Go on. Yes, ma'am. Samantha left the house and stood on the front porch with her hands on her young hips. Pandora! Girl, get out of that tree. You know you ain't got no business up there with your Sunday clothes on. Mama gonna get you. Naomi, where's Camille? I don't know, Naomi snapped as she continued talking to Cato, a young boy she lied. What you mean you don't know? You're her older sister. You supposed to always know, Samantha said, reiterating the words her mother had just said to her. Go find her. Naomi cut her eye at Samantha and told Cato that she would see him at church. You make me sick, Samantha. Well, ain't that just too bad? Don't nobody care. Jolene, come on, honey. Jolene ran to Samantha as soon as she called her name. Try and go to the bathroom, Joe. But I ain't gotta go. Try, Joe. I need for you to try, baby. We going down to the home church today, and you know you don't like going to that outhouse. Okay, Samantha, I'll try. Thanks, Joe. Jolene, honey, Mama wants you to try and use the bathroom, Eve said, stepping onto the porch. I'm going, Mama. Thank you, baby. Well, how do I look? Eve asked as she modeled a blue and white sleeveless dress that came barely above her knees. That dress fitting a little tight and almost above her knees, too. I bet the Reverend Cook ain't even gonna be able to preach, Samantha thought to herself. You look beautiful as usual, Mama. Thank you, honey. Are my lines straight? Eve asked as she slid her shapely legs out one at a time for Samantha to inspect her stockings. Your lines are perfect, Mama. Thank you, baby. Naomi, didn't Samantha ask you to find Camille? Yes, ma'am. Then why ain't you done it yet? She won't come, Mama. I done told her. Eve stepped off the porch calling for Camille. Camille! Camille! Girl, don't you let me have to call your name again. I ain't playing with you. I'm here, Mama. I'm coming. I'm coming. Did Naomi tell you to come on? Yes, ma'am. You hard of hearing or something? No, ma'am. Then bring it on. Get on in here and change your socks and wipe off your shoes. I done told you about running and jumping in your Sunday clothes, Camille. Go on, girl. Get the molasses out your ass. Shoot. Got me cussing on Sunday. Camille increased her slow walk to a quick stride, dodging an imaginary swat from her mother as she entered the house. Hurry up, y'all. We gonna be late. Coming, Mama, all the girls said in unison. Eve turned around and looked at her 5 daughters. Well, now let me take a look at my ladies. My goodness. Y'all got to be the best looking girls in town. And I ain't just saying that because you my daughters. If you're ugly, you're ugly. And shame on you, Eve said, as she gave each of her daughters a pair of white gloves and money for the collection plate. The girls burst into laughter, and so did Eve. Come on now, let's go. We don't want to be late. Pick 'em up and put 'em down, ladies. Pick 'em up and put 'em down. Chapter 2. Mama! 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 Wake up! Camille screamed as she shook Eve. Mama! Something's wrong with Sam! Eve awoke abruptly to a familiar sound, a sound that only another woman giving birth could truly identify with. Lord have mercy, Eve said, throwing the covers back. It's Sam, Mama. Something's wrong. Hurry, Mama, hurry. Eve leaped from her bed and followed the familiar howl of pain down the hallway. Sam, honey, Mama's coming, she cried as she ran down the hallway. As Eve reached her daughter's bedroom, she was stunned. Lord have mercy, was all she could say as she stood at the threshold and watched her eldest daughter struggling to give birth to a breech baby. Mama, Mama, it hurts, Samantha cried in agony. Help me, Mama, please. Eve gathered her senses and entered the room. All right, honey, all right. Mama's here. Mama's here. Oh, God, I'm so sorry, Mama. Help me, Mama. Oh, God, it hurts so bad. She cried as she writhed in agony. I know, honey, I know. Lord have mercy, child. You bringing this baby in the world the same way I brought you here. Feet first. Jesus. I should have known you was pregnant, Eve said as she laid one hand on her daughter's stomach and the other on her forehead. Your hips bout big as mine. Lord have mercy, them folk ain't been out here to fix the telephone. Camille! Camille! Go fetch Dr. David and tell him that Samantha is having a breech birth. You hear me? Yes, Mama, Camille said as she ran quickly to her room and put on her sneakers. Wait for me, Mel. No, Joe, no. You gotta stay here. No, I don't want to stay. I'm scared, Mel. I want to go with you. Please, Jolene whined. No, Joe, you can't. Honey, you gonna slow me down, Camille said as she quickly tied her shoelaces. Jolene began to cry. Look, Jolene, you gotta be a big girl now. I can't take you with me, especially because I'm gonna take the shortcut. You know you can't jump over no fences yet, and you afraid of Cato's dog, and I'm gonna be cutting through his backyard. No, Mel, that mean old dog gonna get you. No, he won't, Joe. I'm too fast for him. He can't catch me, but with me, he will. And I gotta move fast. At that moment, Samantha let out a howl that stilled the entire house. Camille! I'm gone, Mama. I'm already out the door. Be a big girl for me, Joe, and go help Mama. Go on. This way you can tell your friends you helped deliver the baby. Huh? Won't that be a neat story to tell your friends? I guess so. Be careful, Mel. You watch out for that dog. I will, Camille said as she slid down the staircase banister and bolted out the front door. Jolene took a deep breath and cautiously went back down the hallway toward her sister's room. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Don't push, Samantha. Stop pushing. But I can't help it, Mama. Oh, God. Oh, God, Mama, it hurts. It hurts so bad. Lord have mercy, Samantha. Hold on, baby. Don't push. Help is coming. Naomi! Naomi! You and Jolene go and get all the pillows. I need something to prop her up with. Hurry up now. Go on. Yes, Mama, the girl said, leaving the room. Pandora, go boil some hot water and get some clean towels. Hurry now. Yes, ma'am. Sam, you all right? Pandora asked, hesitantly leaving the room. It hurts, Pandora. It hurts. Oh, God, please, always listen to Mama. Oh, God, Mama, help me. It hurts, Mama. Hold on, baby. Help is on the way. Doc David is coming, baby. He's on his way. Here go the pillows, Mama, both girls said, rushing back into the room. Immediately, Eve began to gently push pillows underneath her daughter's back. Pandora, don't just stand there. Go and do like I asked, girl. Go get the water boiling. Oh, I'm sorry, Pandora said, swiftly leaving the room. Hold on, honey. Lord have mercy, where is this man? Naomi, Go and make sure your sister delivered the message right. I don't know if Camille really heard me or understood what I said. Mama, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna catch Mel now. You know she moved like the wind. And besides, she probably jumping over fence and messing with that old dog. That David will be here by the time I can catch up with Camille, Mama. Oh, Mama. Breathe, Samantha. Breathe, baby, like a dog, like this. Eve panted, and Samantha tried to emulate her mother, but the pain was too great. Lord have mercy, where is that man? He's coming, Mama. Woo! He's coming, Camille said, rushing into the room, gulping in huge breaths of air and sweating profusely. I declare, Mama, I ran as fast as I could. He's coming. What you mean he's coming? Ain't he with you? Eve asked with great concern. No, he ain't with me, Mama. You know he and that old car moved too slow. He a couple of blocks back. I ran as fast as I could, Sam. He on the way. He's coming. He should be coming in now. Come on. You okay, Sam? Sorta. Mel. Oh, Mama, I promise I ain't never gonna disobey you again. I ain't never gonna do this right here again. Oh, my God. Oh, God. It hurts. Breathe, baby. Breathe. Breathe like Mama. Breathe. Eve. Eve. Doc David called as he entered the house. Up here, Doc David. In Samantha's room. Hurry! Doc David climbed the stairs as quickly as his heavy-set frame would allow him to move. Lord have mercy. All these stairs, he huffed. I'm coming, child. I'm coming. Hold on. Hurry, Doc David. Hurry! Jolene coached him as she ran to meet him at the top of the stairs. I'm coming, Joe. I'm here, baby. Lead the way. Jolene grabbed his hand and pulled him towards Samantha's room. Mother Mary was all he said as he stood in the threshold. My God. Don't just stand there staring, Doc David. Help my baby. Lord, Eve, she bringing this one just like she came in. I need some hot water and some towels. Here it is, Pandora said, coming into the room, carefully carrying a pot of freshly boiled water. Thank you, Pandora. Pour it in the basin over there. Naomi, get some cold water and add to it now. Yes, sir, Naomi said quickly, following his directions. Doc David looked at Samantha laying there in agony and shook his head. I see you done got yourself in a pickle, young lady. You young girls about kill me spreading your legs open for Tom, Dick, and Harry, Doc David said, disgusted as he rolled up his sleeves. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Now look at the predicament you in. And where the daddy at? Nowhere to be found, I bet. Eve looked at Doc David. Now you wait just one damn minute. Who the hell you think you talking to? Don't you be coming up in here talking down to my baby. She don't need to be hearing no lecture from you at a time like this. And if there's a lecture to be given, it will come from me. You ain't her damn daddy. You done lost your mind. Now you mind your business and get to taking care of what you came here to do. Can't you see my child's in agony? But you want a lecture? Are you kidding me? Dr. David was stunned, but he immediately began preparation for Samantha. Pandora stood before him, offering him a clean towel with her eyes lowered. Here's a towel, Dr. David, Pandora said with a warm voice, trying to soothe the sting of her mother's words. Thank you, Pandora. Now, Miss Samantha, your baby is coming feet first. What I'm going to do is put my hand inside of you a little bit and turn him around. Now, it's going to hurt like the dickens. And you're going to feel like you're going to have to make a bowel movement. But for God's sakes, child, don't push. You hear me? You hear me, Samantha? Yes, sir. Okay. Samantha groaned. All right now. Camille and Pandora watched Dr. David closely as he gently inserted his hand inside of their sister. Pandora, open my bag and get the small knife. I have to cut her some, Eve. Well, you just make sure you cut right. Dr. David cut his eye at Eve, and she stared back at him with just as much authority. What? Clean it for me, Pandora. Wash your hands and pour some alcohol over it. Yes, sir. Here you go, Dr. David. Thank you. Now, Sam, you're going to feel a cut now. You be still. Naomi and Camille, hold her legs. Hold her tight now. The girls wiped Samantha's legs down first because they were running with sweat, then held her tightly while Jolene wiped the sweat running profusely from her brow and around her neck. Take a deep breath, baby, and for God's sakes, girl, don't move. Samantha inhaled deeply and felt Dr. David, oh God, and felt Dr. David make his incision. I know, baby. Mama knows. Hold on. He's almost through. Jolene ached for her eldest sister, and she shed tears for her. All right, Samantha, we're going to try this again. Don't push yet, you hear me? Samantha shook her head, yes. All right, now, there we go. You're doing fine, doing a fine job, baby girl. Just a few more seconds. Jesus, you small inside, Dr. David said more to himself than to anyone in particular. All right now, we've got him turned around. There you go, Sam. Now push. Samantha, push, child. Eve shook Samantha sharply and brought her back to consciousness. Samantha! Hold on, baby. Mama's right here. We need you to push Samantha. Sam! Don't you leave me, girl! Samantha! I can't, Mama. Oh, God. I can't. Eve got in bed with Samantha and positioned herself underneath her daughter. Bear back on me, baby. Come on, Samantha. Mama's here. I'm going to help you have this baby. Me and you. Come on now. Lean back on me. Lean back on Mama. As Samantha reared back on her mother, Eve raised forward off of the bed, pushing Samantha's body forward. Here it comes! Pandora yelled. Push! Sam, push! Oh, Mama! Oh, God, help me! Push back against me, baby. Push. Lean against Mama. I got you, Samantha. Oh, that head is out, Pandora screamed. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, Samantha. The worst is almost over, child. Get the shoulders out and it's almost over. We almost home, Doc David assured her. Come on, baby girl. Get the shoulders out and we home free. Come on, Samantha. You can do it, girl. Push your child out. Push. Push, Sam. Here it comes, Sam. Oh, oh, look. Look, Jolene exclaimed. It's a boy! Oh, we got a nephew! Oh, Sam! It's a boy! Naomi shouted with joy. Everyone in the room cheered, and Samantha felt a sweet reprieve from the pain. She watched as Doc David held her son upside down and spanked him on the behind. He ain't crying. What's wrong? Ain't he supposed to be crying? Mama, why ain't he crying? Ain't he supposed to be crying, Mama? Doc David took the baby and suctioned out his mouth and nose, but still no sounds were heard. Mama? Why ain't my baby crying? Doc David? What's wrong with my baby? Eve was all Doc David could muster to say. Give him to me, Doc David. Doc David gave the lifeless newborn to Eve, and she placed him gently on Samantha's breast. Mama, what's wrong with him? I know he ain't dead. He can't be dead. Nah, baby, your son ain't dead. He just sleeping with God for a minute. That's all. Y'all gather around me now. Come on. Y'all gather around. We gonna pray. Y'all. And as we pray, Camille, I want you to rub his little legs and feet gently and give him just a little bit of your strength. Pandora, you rub his little hands, because I can see right now you going to be a doctor. Naomi, you get down on your knees and pray. Jolene, honey, Mama needs you to do something a little more special. What, Mama, what? She asked anxiously. Honey, I need you to breathe in your little nephew's lungs. You're so special, Jolene. Surely his body can't resist the purity God has placed inside of you. You think you can do that for Mama, honey? You ain't scared, are you? Eve said as she cleaned the infant's face. No, ma'am, I ain't scared, Mama. I can do it. Samantha, honey, I want you to talk to your son. Tell him to come home. You waiting on him. Go on. Talk to your son, Samantha. Doc David stepped back and watched Eve and her daughters go into action. He was amazed at how little Jolene breathed the breath of life inside of that dead body. Most children would be afraid to even touch it, but not Jolene. There she was breathing life inside of her nephew. He watched Camille gently caressing his legs and each toe. He stood in amazement as he watched Pandora rubbing his lifeless arms and hands between her own. And the tears fell from his eyes as he heard Samantha talking to her son, telling him of all of the wonderful things she had planned to do with him. He heard Naomi praying as though she were an evangelist. And Eve, the woman he secretly loved for so many years, he watched her caress that boy's head tenderly, as if she were passing on her own knowledge from her mind, keeping his brain stimulated. Suddenly, Doc David felt a warmth descend in the room that took him down to his knees. He began praying for the life of the baby himself. As he prayed, he heard a weak whimper. His head popped up. Did you hear that? Eve, did you hear that? Pray. Pray, Naomi, Eve coached her daughter. Breathe, Jolene. Breathe, baby. Don't stop. Rub him, Camille and Pandora. Rub him. Don't stop. The whimper grew stronger and stronger. Yes, Samantha. Talk to your son, child. Let him follow your voice. Bring your son home, Samantha. Talk to him, baby. Bring him home. Doc David looked up. Mother Mary was all he could say as he watched the stillborn baby's body shake from his toes to the top of his head. He thanked the Lord when he heard the sounds of life shaking the room. Is he all right, Mama? Is he all right? Samantha asked with tears streaming down her face. Girl, that baby right there is better than all right. He was prayed back to life, Eve said, snapping her fingers joyfully. Let me see him, child. Samantha was reluctant to turn her baby loose. Oh, girl, I'm going to give him back. I need to check him out. Give him here. Doc David checked the crying baby's heart and pulse. He measured him, balanced him in his big, gentle hands, guessing his weight with accuracy, and recorded his findings in his notepad. Here you go, Samantha. Girl, you had me worried for a minute. Samantha took her son happily and kissed him. Let me have him, Samantha, so I can clean him up, Eve said, taking him from her chest. Samantha was about to protest. Oh, girl, give him here. I'm going to give him right back. Besides, Doc David needs to sew you up. Doc David, you make sure you do that right. You hear me? I beg your pardon? What you talking about? I said, make sure you do it right. Don't be sewing her up so she can't have another man. You know what I mean. You know what? Damn it, Eve. That was years ago. It was the first time I had ever sewn a woman up in all my birthing career. Y'all ain't never gonna let me live it down, are you? I'm so sick of y'all in this town. Well, I just want to make sure that's my baby, Doc David. I don't mean no harm, but I'm her mama and I just had to say it. Pandora, watch it. Pandora positioned herself so she could watch Doc David. Sorry, I got to do what Mama say, Doc David. Now, Pandora, how you gonna know if I'm doing anything wrong, huh? Instinct, she said, smiling. Doc David leaned over and pushed her with his shoulder. He calmed himself and told Pandora what he was doing step by step, because he knew that she truly wanted to be a doctor. Samantha, While me and your sister doing this right here, you need to think of a name for your son if you ain't got one already. It'll take your mind off of us for a minute. Won't be too long. Okay. You all right, Sam? Jolene asked. I feel so much better now, Joe. What you gonna name him? I don't know. You don't know? Ain't you thought of nothing? Nah. Well, Jolene, since you breathed life back into him, I think it's only fitting that you give him a name. How about that? Who, me? Me? Jolene said, pointing to herself. Yes, you, Joe, you, Jolene. Really? You mean it? Yes, ma'am. Now, you have to think of a good, strong name, because whatever you name him, Joe, he gonna be stuck with that name for the rest of his life. Jolene contemplated for several minutes. She wanted to make sure that her nephew had a name he could be proud of. Sam? Yes. Did you ask God for this baby? Samantha was quiet, and she looked at her mother, then looked at Doc David. She wondered how Jolene knew she had made such a request of the Lord. Instead of answering her verbally, she smiled and shook her head yes. Okay, then. His name is going to be Solomon. Yup, that means request of the Lord. Solomon. Solomon what? Can I name him after me? What, Jolene? No, Sam. Jalen. Jalen. I like that, Joe. Jalen. Solomon Jalen Hairston. There we go. All sewed up, Samantha, Doc David said, satisfied with his work. What you think, Pandora? I think you did a fine job, Doc David. A fine job, she said, patting him on the shoulder. Doc David chuckled. Oh, gone, girl. Eve, you ain't finished cleaning that baby up yet? Yes, I have. How much you reckon he weigh? About 7 pounds? Nah. I guess 8'3". 8'3"? Nah, Doc David, Eve said, balancing the baby. Excuse me, ain't I delivered all 5 of your babies? Yes, sir. Have I ever been wrong about their weight? No, sir. Then I say he weighed 8 pounds and 3 ounces. And you, young lady, keep them legs closed. I don't want to have to do this again until you out of college and married to a decent man. You hear me? Yes, sir, Doc David. Thank you. Well, you welcome. You know you have to take him on down to the courthouse first thing tomorrow morning so they can footprint him. I'll go by there tonight and record the birth, he said, looking at his watch. How come he look wide? Naomi asked as she caressed his little arms. Eve looked at her daughter and noticed her body tensed. Matter of fact, yeah, he do look like a wide baby, Camille said matter-of-factly as she inspected Solomon more closely. How come his ears ain't dark? Ain't his ears supposed to be dark or something, Mama? Aw, that don't mean nothing. He ain't but a minute old. Oh, who's the daddy? I need to record that too, Doc Davis said, licking the lead pencil and waiting for the name. Samantha was quiet. Samantha, you hear Doc David talking to you? Yes, ma'am. Who the father, child? Samantha closed her eyes as if she were having another pain. Samantha. Oh, God. Blaine. 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 Blaine who? I don't rightly remember delivering nobody around these parts named Blaine. Where you meet this boy at, girl? Eve looked at her daughter and knew just who Blaine was. Samantha. Oh my gosh, Samantha, tell me you didn't. Please tell me you didn't do that. But Mama, Samantha, please, girl, tell me you didn't do that. But I love him, Mama. I love him. Blaine. Blaine, who's Blaine? Pearson, Doc David. Blaine Pearson. Don Powell's son. Mother Mary. Oh, Sam, you lay with a what boy? Naomi screamed. Lord, have mercy. Samantha. Girl, couldn't you find somebody else to fall in love with? Huh? Doc David asked. Samantha lowered her eyes and held on to her son tightly. Lord, have mercy. Eve, all hell fixing to break loose now, girl. All hell gonna break loose, Eve. Eve sucked her teeth with disgust. Lord, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. I know right now, the ink ain't gonna be dried good on the paper down at the courthouse before it's all over town. Everybody gonna know before the ink even dried on the paper. Lord, have mercy, Samantha, Doc David said as if he was suddenly exhausted. Eve, now you know the shit gonna hit the fan tonight. Look, Doc David, hush all that, please. My baby done been through enough. Ain't gonna be no mess, Doc David. All them people got to do is stay on their side of town, and I'll stay on mine. Ain't no need in this causing nothing. Eve, what you talking about? Eve, now you know. Eve held up her hand to stop his words. Excuse me, Doc David, but I said, ain't gonna be no mess. Everything gonna be all right, Eve said, cooing to her grandson. How much I owe you for your services? Why you keep insulting me? Ain't I birthed all 5 of your daughters? Yes, sir. Have I ever charged you? And have you ever heard me tell anybody that I ain't never charged you for delivering your children? This time it was Eve who put her head down. I'm sorry, Doc David. I didn't mean to insult you. Forget it, he said, looking at her with loving eyes. Eve knew Doc David had loved her for many years. She knew all she had to do was welcome him, and he would come. But she was tired of old men. Hell, she had already married 5 of them. This time, she wanted to marry for love and have a lover for life. Not this time. No, she was not going to give in to him. She was not going to sell herself short for financial security. Besides, she had designs for the good Reverend Cook, and in her mind, he was already her man. Well, thank you, Doc David. I'll be sure and send one of the girls around one day this week with some sweetbread for your troubles. I know you like my sweetbread. Eve saw the fire in his eyes die. That'll be just fine, Eve. That'll be fine. If you need me, you just let me know now. You don't have to handle them piercings all on your own. You know that. I know, Doc David, and thank you. But everything gonna be all right, he said, escorting him to the door. Well, good night, Eve. Night, Doc David, and thank you. Eve closed the door behind him and secured it tightly. Samantha, I could wring your neck, Eve said, going back upstairs to check on her daughter and grandson. Eve inhaled deeply and exhaled slowly before she entered the room. Samantha, are you all right, baby? Yes, ma'am, Mama. I'm sorry. I know you told me to stay away from Blaine. I'm sorry. It's gonna be all right, baby. Everything's done. I want all y'all to gather around now. I want you to listen to me good. Yes, ma'am, the girls all said in unison as they came closer to Samantha's bed. I don't want any one of you near the windows, and I don't want you crossing them tracks. I don't want you anywhere near those tracks. Do I make myself clear? The girls looked at one another, but they all agreed. Good. Mama? Yes, Samantha. Have I done something so terribly wrong? I mean, is it really going to be trouble like Doc David said? Just 'cause I had Blaine's baby? I don't understand. It's okay. It's okay, honey. Samantha grabbed her son instinctively to protect him. Honestly, Samantha, I really don't know, but it's going to be okay. I wish I had an answer for you, baby, a true answer, but I really don't know. What I do know is that you don't need to worry yourself about it, because if I know what I know, a few people across them tracks ain't gonna let nothing happen over here. So don't you worry none of you, but you do what I say. Stay away from them windows and don't go nowhere near them tracks. You understand? Eve said, going down the stairs. Lord have mercy. Let me get my gun. I tell you. Eve opened up the coat closet, bent down on her knees, and pulled up the floorboard. As she pulled up a gun, she unwrapped it, then loaded it. She thought about the last time she fired a rifle. I was scared then, but I ain't scared now. They come messing with me and my babies. I'm gonna take more than a few of them out with me, Eve said, sitting on her steps with her gun cocked and ready. That crazy heifer stepped one foot on my porch, and I'm gonna blow her straight to hell. Gracious, Don Paul, I need you now. Have mercy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the conclusion of chapters 1 and 2 of Them Zeve's Daughters. On Saturday, I will be coming to you at 7 o'clock p.m. to read chapters 3 and 4 of Them Zeve's Daughters. Yes, yes. And just as a reminder, we have cousins, Deja Vu Desires, and Letters. And, of course, we just finished reading Angel 5. And so you can go to my website, www.nubianromance.com, and you can order a book in paperback or download an ebook. And so remember that Letters, Cousins, Letters, and Deja Vu Desires, these 3 books are a little more juicy and spicy. And so those books are going to be reserved for those people who are in book clubs, or if you simply have a group of friends that you would like to have a personal reading for. And so that's what those 3 books will be for. I will not be reading those publicly. And don't forget, you can start your own book club. And if you are already in a book club, suggest one of my contemporary Christian romance novels. And once everyone decides on which book they would like, you place your order, and I will send you the personally autographed copy. And also, the person who has the most shares and likes, just like with Angel 5, will be the one to receive the personally autographed copy of Them Zeve's Daughters. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday at 7. Oh, don't forget to please go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, Nubian Romance Novels, and just subscribe. And don't forget to share. And thank you so much for coming and for watching. And I don't take your participation lightly. And I know you didn't have to come, but you did anyway. And I thank you so much. I'll see you Saturday at 7. Peace.